Hi guys and welcome to Fandom Newbie. My name is Shruti and today I have a pretty fun vlog planned for you guys. Now I know that I've been quite irregular in posting the past few weeks and that's been for two reasons. One, I have been in a little bit of a reading slump, so I haven't been reading as much as I'd want to, like as much as I'd wanted to. And so a lot of the videos that I had planned, I just didn't get around to reading the books for them on time. So yeah, that's why some videos have been delayed. And the second thing is honestly because we have moved to the service apartment, as I mentioned, and living in the service apartment has been challenging because it's a much smaller space than our old home. And because of COVID, the restrictions are still pretty they're still pretty high in Singapore, and so my husband has to work from home most of the time, and when he's home and he has a bunch of calls, it's difficult for me to film videos and like talk as he's also talking and doing his work. So that's why it's been a bit of a challenge to make videos, but I think how I can solve that is by filming more vlogs. It's pretty much our last 1 month in Singapore before we move. And yeah, so I just thought that I would show you guys what I do here, also show you guys the books that I'm reading, of course, because I am like, these vlogs will also, I think, force me to read more and get out of my reading slump, because it's like some kind of accountability. Doing this means that I will have to read. So of course I'll show you what I'm reading, I'll show you what I'm doing here, and it'll just be kind of like the days in my life kind of vlog. So I hope you guys enjoyed them. The book that I'm reading today is 100 Years of Solitude. I'm reading this for an upcoming video actually, but towards the end of the day we're actually going to be going over to a friend's house and we're cooking a huge feast. So I thought that would also be fun to show you guys our cooking adventures. So yeah, that's what we have planned for today and I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so I have my audiobook, I have my ebook, and I have a very exciting snack. So my mom sent me a Diwali package a couple of days ago, and basically she sent me everything I love. So she sent me bakar vadi. This is a chitre bakar vadi, and this is my most favorite snack in the world. And then she also sent me this, which is we call it mango sat. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's like mango jelly, I guess. I don't know. But she got all of these from Pune, I think, or Bombay. I don't know from where. But they are my absolute favorite. So I'm going to be eating this as I listen to my audiobook. Okay, so I have finished about an hour and a half of my audiobook, and this book is interesting. So the only thing I knew about this book before going into it was that this is the book that gave birth to the genre of magical realism. So this is the first ever magical realism book to be written. And what I'd heard about this book was that it is absolutely absurd, it is absolutely confusing, like you don't really know what's going on and it's difficult to follow, but it is brilliantly and beautifully written. Now, while there are a few absurdities I've come across, but overall, I'm still following along and it's not super duper confusing yet, but I can testify to the fact that it has absolutely incredible, beautiful writing. Like I am really loving, what's the author's name? Gabriel Marquez, I think. Wow, I don't even know the author. This is really bad, Shruti. What are you doing? You're supposed to be a booktuber. But okay, I'll enter the name of the author here. I'm so embarrassed. Anyway, his writing is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And yeah, like overall, I'm intrigued about this book because even though I have finished listening to 3 chapters, I still don't know what this book is about. It just seems to be like, okay, it's the story of this family who's living in this extremely strange village where strange things are happening, and that's about it. Like, I don't know how to describe this book because I can't figure out what the plot is yet, but it is very, very beautifully written, and that's why I'm intrigued, and that's why I'm definitely going to read ahead. Now, actually, as you can see, I'm all ready because my husband and I are going to go to the grocery store to pick up all of the stuff that we need to cook our feast for tonight. And what we're making is actually butter chicken, and I'm so excited to make homemade butter chicken and eat it. So we're going to head to the grocery store, and I will take you guys along with me. Yeah. Hi guys, okay, so we finished shopping and we have reached our friend's place, but before we start cooking, I just want to show you guys the view from his house. So beautiful. Let me show it to you. Okay, so as you can see, I'm pretty sweaty because we have started cooking. Let me show you what we have going on. We're actually making butter chicken, but we're also making prawn bisque. Both are pretty elaborate recipes, so let's see what happens. Okay, what do we have going for the butter chicken?
Butter chicken.
I'm asking you, what do we have going for?
We've just marinated some, finished the first marinade of the chicken with some salt, lime, garlic and ginger. The reason why you want to do a first marinade is it helps to get all the acidity and all the saltiness into the meat. And you need that because you can't have flavorless chicken when you're cooking a really rich gravy. So you want some really good flavors in there. So you want the basic bit in there. And then we prepared a second marinade, which is some red chili powder, some yogurt, and a bit of cheeky pinches of a few cheeky pinches of some curry powder stolen from Christian's kitchen. Just give it a bit of an English touch.
Very critical. Without it, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Would not work.
Wouldn't be the same. Yeah. So now what I'm doing is I'm just squeezing the excess liquids out of it, because what you ideally want is you want the chicken to be very dry, because traditionally butter chicken is a way of recycling tandoori chicken, leftover tandoori chicken. So tandoori chicken is dry to start with, but then if you leave it overnight it becomes drier, and then what you do is you create a very, very thick rich gravy that will compensate for the dryness of the chicken, and the dryness of the chicken actually soaks it up. So I always feel the butter chicken actually tastes better the next day, because then by then it's soaked up all that gravy. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm just finishing off the first marinade, taking all the excess liquid out now to prepare it for the second bit of marination.
Okay, so what do we have going for the bisque now?
So we've got two things going on. Firstly, in this delightful saucepan here, which is very hot, so I'm going to put that lid back on. Ow.
Ouch.
We've got the shelled prawns and the heads, creating a sort of mega stock, oozing with flavour.
Nice.
And that's now going for about 20 minutes or so. We've got a little bit of chicken stock in there as well. Chicken and prawn apparently go very well. I'm not sure about that, but I'm just following the recipe. Whereas over here, we've got some onions, red onions, just nicely browning, getting a bit golden colour, and probably a little bit too much carrot, but you know, sometimes cooking is an art, baking is a science, and I'm just going for the artistic license on this one.
Exactly.
As to what happens next, great mystery.
I'm sure it's going to be fine. Okay, so now what we've done is we've strained the broth. So the thing that we were boiling these prawn heads in, we strained that broth and we've added that along with the prawns, and we're cooking that. And now what we have to do is blend this all up for the bisque.
Can I add something?
That looks would be such a great prawn curry, I think, on its own. It looks so good.
Critically, as with any good prawn bisque, you need to drink Shepherd Neame's India Pale Ale alongside, and that just brings out the best of the cook.
Nice.
Maybe
Hashtag not sponsored. But yes.
Maybe. I think just to add that bit of red thread between the. Why don't you add a bit of shepherd's neem in there?
Oh wow.
So splash. Secret touch. Never been done before. Added to a prawn bisque, a bit of Indian pale ale. Real fusion stuff we got going on. Right, we're going to blend this.
Oh yes.
Okay, so like I said, we've taken a bit of a break, but I wanted to show you what Christian has been reading, and that is Indian Summer by Alex von Tunzelman. Joey, if you're watching this, your recommendations have traveled all the way to Singapore to my friend circle as well. We actually spoke about this during our Partition live show that we did on Smriti's channel, and it's a book that Joey from Jyotsna's Bookscapates has been recommending to everyone. So I haven't read it yet, I have to read it, but I recommended it to my friends over here because Joey has been speaking so much about it. So yeah, read this book. I think it'll be absolutely amazing. Help but sing.
Cheers, guys.
Very well done.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers, Krishna. Thank you for having us the 17th time.
Hi guys. Okay, so it is the next day. Basically, we got home very late last night, so we slept in. We woke up quite late, and it's just been a very, very lazy Sunday this morning. The weather is also extremely rainy and stormy, like there's been thunder and lightning, so it's like perfect lazy Sunday weather. So we've just been lounging around at home and doing nothing. But now, actually, I'm in the mood to get back to my audiobook, so I'm going to continue listening from where I left off yesterday. And yeah, basically, just have a very chill, very lazy Sunday where we're going to eat some food and read some books and have a good time. Hi guys. Okay, so it's a little while later. I listened to about half an hour of my audiobook and then I got really hungry. So I decided to order some food. And what I've ordered is sushi. So I've ordered like a bunch of salmon sushi and then this is like cucumber sushi rolls. But yeah, I've now reached the part of the book which is getting very, very strange. So I know now why people think this book is super confusing and super strange because yes, very strange things are happening in the book. Like there's a character, like this young girl who eats dirt. Like that's a character who's been introduced. And there are also three characters in the book who all have the same name. Now I know it's like, I think an old Spanish tradition where sons are named after their fathers, but these three characters literally have the same name and it can get very confusing as to which character they're talking about. I mean, luckily each character is like the name is written differently, so you kind of know which person you're talking about, like which person the author is talking about in the book, but it can get a bit confusing. So yeah, like the book is getting stranger and stranger as I go along, and I still don't know what the book is about. It just seems to be about the lives of these people who live in this strange Spanish village. But yeah, I'm still very intrigued, so I'm going to listen on in with this audiobook. But for now, I'm having lunch and then I will catch up with you guys later. Hi guys. Okay, so it is much later in the day right now. I spent my Sunday basically just chilling, reading my book and relaxing, but now my husband and I have made a very impromptu plan to go and watch the new Dune movie. Now, the thing is that I really wanted to read the book before I watched the movie, and I was going to do like an entire vlog of reading the book and then watching the movie and doing like an entire comparison between the book and the film. But because of my reading slump and the move and Diwali and everything, I just didn't have the time to read the book, and it's a pretty chunky book at that. And the movie is also going out of theaters very soon, and I've heard such great things about this movie, so I really want to watch it in theaters. So I am breaking my one and only rule of always reading the book before watching its adaptation for this movie. I hope the book gods can forgive me, but yeah, we're gonna go watch the movie right now, and I will tell you guys how it is when we're back. Wow. Okay, I look like a complete mess, but anyway, hi. Okay, so we just got back from watching Dune, and there is only one way for me to describe this movie, and that is epic. This movie was really, really good. I really enjoyed myself, and it was just overall a fun, entertaining, gripping, thrilling movie. Like, it was really good. What I really enjoyed about this movie is that just from watching it, you can tell that the world building in this book would be immense. Like the world is just huge. There are so many aspects to it. There are so many different like families and tribes and like religion and lore, and there's just so much in this world which is quite complex. And I feel like the movie has done a pretty good job of explaining this world without it being too info dumpy. Like the way that they have kind of built the world and explained the different aspects of it was still in a very organic way that helps you understand what's going on and not feel too bored when they are explaining things. And I feel like they did a really good job at that. However, there are still some aspects of the world and the lore that I don't completely understand. But even though there are some aspects of the world that you don't completely understand, it doesn't take away from the enjoyment of watching this movie. So you can still enjoy the movie just as well, even if you don't understand some things. And also, even if you don't understand some aspects of the world, the way that these actors have portrayed the characters in this movie, they've done such a great job of like really making you feel what these characters feel. So again, like it doesn't take away from the enjoyment, even if you don't understand some things of what's going on, because the actors have done a phenomenal job. The set design is just amazing. The costumes are amazing. And the music, oh my God, the background music is so good. And I feel like all of this just comes together perfectly to give you this really epic sci-fi movie that is just really well done, in my opinion. So as a movie, I think this was just really enjoyable and I absolutely loved it. But as an adaptation, I don't know how good it is. I'm pretty sure they had to cut out a lot of things. So I don't know if there was like some really important things from the book that have been cut out, because I haven't read the book as yet. But just like a movie, it was really, really good to watch and I really enjoyed myself. So yep, with that said, we have come to the end of this vlog. I'm pretty sure this vlog is going to be very long because we did a lot of things over this weekend, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a big fat thumbs up and leave a comment down below letting me know if you enjoyed these vlogs, because I do want to film more of them in the future. And yep, that's about it for this video. Do subscribe to my channel for more book related videos. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.